Good morning, guys. You would think after using StreamYard for a little while, I would basically be a pro at like setting up the streams. And yet today I was like, why is the stream not started? And I realized I have to hit start. When you set up a live stream on StreamYard, and you're actually gonna be present, like streaming, it's not a pre-recorded video. You usually have to confirm twice. If you set everything up, you go to the studio and then you hit live. So, like, probably to avoid people accidentally streaming something they didn't mean to, you confirm twice. But this morning I'm tired, so I was just like, what's happening? Anyways, good morning, everyone. I am tired. I have started this new routine where I go to bed early. Like, I'm going to bed around 8 o'clock so that I wake up around 5. And I'm not using an alarm or anything. I'm just trying to reset my internal clock, I think. Um, and then I think probably from next week I'll try to make like a more specific structure of like time. Like when I go to bed, when I wake up. But I'm just trying to reset my internal clock a little bit. That's what we're trying to do. And trying to get to the point where I'm up early. Because I am more of a morning person than a night person, and I feel like if I have a little more time in the morning to start off my day, that gets me like a head start on what I need to get done. This past week, it's now Wednesday. I have to think about that. This past week, Good Morning has been extremely busy. So to try and get at least ahead of that, and putting in a lot of hours editing and stuff like that. Hopefully, you guys have been enjoying. Hopefully, you guys have been enjoying the live streams that I've been making that kind of run even when I'm not there. That the tea I just poured out was very old. It was in my car though, in my defense. And it was locked into like a thermal mug. So I didn't realize that it kind of become pretty old. All right. I know why things feel off. I need some caffeine. Let me wash my hands real quick. Wash my hands. Caffeine. Refill the dish soap. See, this is an example, like real time of me getting sidetracked because I want tea. But then in the process, I was like, I need to wash my hands. But wait, there's not enough soap. And then I'll do something like that and be like, what was I trying to do again? I don't remember. I was trying to make myself a cup of tea. Good morning if you're just joining. Right now, I am doing a couple of chores. I just got up here in Japan. It's almost 5:30 in the morning. And the reason I'm up before 5:30 is I'm trying to reset my schedule. I'm trying to start waking up early. Good morning, Jimmy. Is it almost 5:30 where you're at? I'm trying to reset my schedule, so that's why I've been waking up earlier. I have coffee and tea. Oh, it's evening for you. Eek! Oh no, there's a bug in here. There's Loki. Help! Oh, hold on, Jimmy. I gotta get this bug. Thank you for being patient. Ah, if you didn't hear any screaming, that means I succeeded. Because it was like up on the ceiling and I didn't want to hit it. So I just used the vacuum cleaner to like suck it into the vacuum cleaner case and I'll dump it out later. Thank you. We were literally just talking about bugs on like a couple streams ago, and I was saying like this is summertime in Japan, which is like very warm, very humid. All the plants and bushes and trees grow to like full height. And the bugs love that. And it's not too cold for them to like move around. It gets rain, it's kind of like the perfect environment for bugs. And so you will literally like open the window and then close the window again, and a bug will have flown into your house. Like literally in the time I was showing them on the stream a couple of times ago, like literally in the seconds that it took to open and close the window in the kitchen, which only takes seconds, we had a giant spider in here. But my husband got that one for me. The bugs love the summer here. Actually, some people have asked me like what time of year is like a good time to visit. Yeah, I don't have like an actual teapot. So this this is like, it's not a regular microwave, but it's basically a microwave. It's like it senses the cup and all of that, and it does like the correct amount of time. But it also like defrosts meat, and it can bake like an oven, but it's like not very good at that, to be completely honest. But yeah, I need tea quickly. I I would kind of like some like pour over coffee. Can you see this? Maybe another time when I need caffeine less urgently, I will make one of the pour over coffees. Because basically, like, it has like these little things on the side you open up, and then you pour like hot water over it into your cup, and you can drink it like pretty much right away. But it's just one or two too many steps for me, right? I need caffeine fast. Because the bug just did it for me. The bug sent me. I need an electric kettle is quick. Yeah, but we don't have one. And the other thing is like our kitchen microwave makes me sad. It's okay. It's here. You can't feel too sorry about it if you see that it's matcha green tea and it has like little triangle formation when you pull it out. I feel like sometimes people are like, "Oh, you live in Japan and you YouTube and Twitch and all that. You sit sad British noises. Are you from England? Oh, that is so cool. That is is so cool. Well, that makes me happy. So I guess happy American noises in response. That's really cool. Things are kind of weird here, like as far as like how life and our lifestyle works. It's definitely not the same lifestyle that we had in the States. You said indeed, hence the evening time and tea sadness. Maybe we'll have to work on the tea routine. Because there's some good tea here in Japan. Man, so several years ago, in 2016, I lived in Okinawa, Japan for work. I had the opportunity to work in Japan and I took it. I took the opportunity. I requested if I could be sent over to Japan, not for very long, like 2 years that time, to live in Japan. And I went. I loved it. But I didn't really think I would ever go back or anything like that. And then fast forward to 2019, I was dating this guy who had also worked in Japan. And he was like, hey, how would you feel about like maybe one day going back to Japan? Like maybe we could even go together. And I was like, why not? So we started looking for jobs in Japan. And then this is like end of 2019. So then you know what happened in the beginning of 2020. So there was no way we were going to move. So that effectively put an end to the whole Japan discussion. But in October of 2022, things started to change again, seemed like there might be an opportunity again. So we just wanted to go. So we thought, okay, let's try again. So I did a lot of people that come to Japan who are Americans at least. I don't know about every single person, but I know in the US it's popular to come as a teacher. I think that's generally popular to come to Japan as an English teacher first, especially if you have at least a bachelor's degree and you speak native level English. So I applied for the JET program, didn't get it. That's probably the most reputable, popular program that I know about coming from the US to Japan. Didn't get the JET program, tried for a local Japanese company. Comment here too for East Travel. Yeah, I think it's something that's kind of sought after over here, and it's an easy way to get your foot in the door. But I've heard like some kind of like negative things about people that did it. Not the teachers themselves. This is a bit of a segue. I was going to try and say it as like a quick side note, but I have to build that idea out a little bit. So I've heard that some people that came here as English teachers and wanted to make a career out of it found that they either were like stuck, so there's like a ceiling, so they worked as hard as they could, and then for whatever reason their company was not designed for them to move up and move forward in the career. I think teachers usually they start at maybe like a certain grade level or certain setup, and then maybe as time goes on they're able to be like, a faculty leader or principal or some sort of role that's like senior. But I've heard a lot of people say that in Japan they struggled to achieve that for whatever reason. I've heard different reasons why it was difficult for them to do it. And also because there's been an influx of people that realize, for me, I'm not a teacher. My academic background is in marketing and advertising, but I speak fluent English. I speak native English, so I would be eligible. And so I think that because it's not just the educators who've always wanted to educate and want to teach whatever subject, maybe including English, plus all the other people who realize that they're also eligible, I think that the amount that those people are paid has started to shift, and then the way that they're seen socially has started to shift. I feel like it doesn't have the same esteem because it doesn't have the same scarcity as before. It's not like, oh no, where would we find someone who can teach English to these students. It's like, oh, we've got, a line. So, for the language. Okay, so you must go. You have work tomorrow. Oh, have a lovely night yourself. And honestly, it was really nice to speak with you. You are quite the conversationalist. It's really enjoyable to talk with you. So I hope you have a good night and a good day at work tomorrow. Maybe just for you, I'll work on my tea routine. Take care. Speaking of tea, I think my tea has cooled down enough so I can drink it. Is it this thing? Maybe not quite. Still feels too hot. My my friend here in Japan said that I have nekojita, which my understanding is it translates to cat's tongue, which means that like if a drink is really hot, like hot cocoa, hot coffee, hot tea, it's difficult for me to drink. Like it does. I've seen some people who can drink coffee straight from the pot, straight from the kettle, straight from the decanter, whichever word you want to use, like right away. As soon as it comes off the boil, then drink it. I worry about like their tonsils and throat, like I feel like that's like a very dangerous way to enjoy your tea. But I've seen people that do it and seem to enjoy it, but I can't manage it. So it's got to cool down a little bit. Or if it doesn't cool, I have to find something to I might have some cold water. Nope. I took all my cold water upstairs. Good morning, everybody. It's 5:37 a.m. here in Japan. And I'm washing dishes. I'm trying to start getting up early in the morning. I think maybe from next week, I'll probably start trying to go to the gym. But I thought maybe it'll be easier if I do one change at a time. I don't think I can record inside of the gym. I don't think it's allowed. But maybe I can record. I can do like short live streams in the morning as I get ready for the gym. I don't know. We'll see. We will let next week worry about next week, eh? So I've made myself some tea. It's too hot for me to drink, so I'm waiting for that to cool. And I'm washing dishes. After I'm done with this, I need to do some other things, like take the trash out. So I'll probably only stream for about 20 more minutes. And then after that, I have a meeting like sometime mid-morning. And then after that, so probably around 12 noon Japan time, if I can, I will probably come back on and stream again because I need to tighten my hair. I know that sounds kind of odd, like tighten my hair, but if you see it closely, you can see that it's locked. So I need to interlock it, which is basically the process of like restoring the neatness as your hair grows out. Like if you've ever dyed your hair or highlighted it, it kind of has to be maintained. Otherwise, you see kind of like this stripe. Not that I've ever had the stripe on my head after dyeing it. I've dyed my hair many times. It's been green, gray, blonde, blue, green, you name it. It's probably been that color. So I've definitely had the stripe before. Moxie, what are you doing? Sometimes I don't know what my cat is doing at all. Like, she just, I feel like I have to keep an eye on her. She does the most random things. The other day, yeah, oh, that's my alarm. I'm already up. Can you guys hear that? Can you guys hear the alarm? I feel like it's playing over my speech and it's vibrating the phone, so maybe you guys can hear it. Yeah, so the other day I went to the store and I got some new cat litter for the cats. And it was one of the cat litters that comes inside of like a pail, like a bucket thing. So I got that. And I had set it by the front door and I came back and Moxie was sitting on top of it like a bird on a nest. Like, she has like little cat beds to sit on. She has a cat tower. Sometimes she just likes to lay on the floor. But why on top of like the potty powder? I don't get it. Like, I'm sure you've seen like videos or memes of it, or if you have a cat, you've experienced it, where like you get something nice for the cat, like brand new toy or something, and then you turn around and the cat's playing with the box. And it's always a head scratcher. Like, do you not realize you have a bed, right? That it's new. Why are you sitting in the cardboard box? See if my tea is cooled down or not. It's matcha green tea today. Yeah, it's cooled down. That is great. So, to be completely honest, for a couple years, I was, this is not something I advise to anybody to do. So I'm going to preface this statement with, please, no matter who you are and where you are from, please never do this. But for a couple years, I was working really long hours and going to school at the same time. And so I thought it would be smart to drink like caffeine, like the heavy duty caffeinated drinks, the ones that come in a can and start with M or R. You know what I mean? I was drinking those like on a daily basis, like probably every day, almost every day. I would have at least 5 days a week. And then after a while, I started having health problems. I don't know if it's related to those drinks or not. I hope not, but I also have some chronic health issues as well. So, you know, anyways, what has resulted from that is like, I feel like it's very hard for me to get my day going without caffeine. And admittedly, I would say that I have a bit of a problem. So I've stopped drinking like the big canned energy drinks. It's rare that I'll drink those now. Sometimes I'll drink the Japanese ones because I think maybe they're a little bit safer because the size is smaller, or maybe the ingredients that are allowed to be in them is a little bit more strict. But I don't think I've finished an entire can in a long time. It's unless the one Japan has like these little miniature energy cans that are like that. So I might have finished one of those. Anyways, what I do to substitute is a lot of tea. And occasionally, on rare occasions, I'll have a cup of coffee. And if I have coffee, I'll have no more than 2 cups. That's what I'm trying to do to cut back on my caffeine consumption. But it's kind of a must which is kind of not. I don't think it's to be like proud of. Like, oh, it's a good thing. I don't really think that it's a good thing. That's part of why I told the whole backstory. But at this point, I pretty much drink caffeine every day. So if I'm gonna be drinking caffeine, I feel like matcha is a good way to go because at least I'm getting some antioxidants and all that. There was a couple weeks ago. There was a doctor that was on the live stream that was giving advice for caffeine and stuff. And that person was saying to be careful with over consuming caffeine too. So, but then at the same time, like it kind of goes without saying. I think it's getting a little better. So, trying my best. Good morning. Good morning, Sophie. How are you doing? It's 5:45 here in Japan. And I'm trying to work on waking up earlier. You're okay? You just woke up from your nap? Sweet. I'm glad you were able to come here and be part of the stream. I am pretty good, especially now that I've got my green tea going. I'm pretty good. Today is going to be a busy editing day. This stream is not going to be super long, but I might come back on and stream longer later to like redo my hair. My hair is so thick that I almost don't even know if we'll finish it in one day, to be completely honest, because it's very, very thick. My friend also has like the same hairstyle that I do, and she just counted her locks. And I wonder now, after she did that, how many I have. I would say it's probably kind of a lot. Where's my kitchen spray? My multi-purpose spray, and I don't know where I put it. Guys, we gotta go find the multi-purpose spray for the counters. Oh, there it is. It's in the back. Still dark in here. See? Now you can see that it's still early in the morning. Multi-purpose spray obtained. Actually, I don't know why it is, but for some reason, I feel like my endometriosis is bothering me a little bit. Usually it doesn't. It's rare that it actually bothers me, but for today, it's feeling like it's bothering me. Yeah, the sun will wake you up. Like, let me see. Hold on. Let me show you guys how bright it actually is outside. You ready? It's 5:49, so technically almost 6. Can you hear the birds yelling? If I turn off the air conditioning, we can hear them yelling. I don't like to turn the air conditioning on first thing in the morning, but it's hot. Yeah, it's already Loki. Loki votes leave the window open. It's not even as I've opened the window, I realize it's girl. I gotta figure the bird feeder out because the bird feeder fell from the second floor of the house. If you guys are hanging out in the stream and you're just like in lurker mode and you're like, what is going on? So we made a bird feeder on this channel, or like we basically streamed it over the process of like, I don't know, 2 weeks. And there's a storm and it fell from the second story of the house down to the ground. And it was relatively undamaged. I just need to fix it. But I moved it to the patio to see if I could get the birds more used to it as I waited for like a opportunity to put it back upstairs. And the birds loved it. But the only problem is the birds made a ton of poop all over the patio. Like bird poop everywhere, and it was very difficult to remove the poop. So now the issue is I need to find a new place to put the bird feeder where the birds' poop will not become a source of frustration. And I'm thinking, technically, I could put the bird feeder on top of my garden. I could put it over the garden. Then the birds could, like, get all of the seeds and then, eat bugs that got to the garden. But I don't want the seeds to grow in my garden. Do you think, I just got an idea. Do you think, so you know how like plants only grow from seeds that like are like fresh seeds? Like if you've cooked the seed, like if it's a toasted seed, it's not going to grow anymore because the heat like neutralized the seed and it can't grow anymore. Do you think if I put the seeds, not with oil or anything, just like the seed, plain seed, in like, I don't know, the oven or something, and heated them up and then let them cool down before giving them to the birds, I could safely put it on top of my garden? Because if the birds spilled any seeds, it wouldn't mix in with my plants. Let me know if anybody thinks that will work, because that's kind of like the only thing I can think of. You think I could try it? Maybe I'll have to try that. Because then, if we did that and we put it over the garden, the bird feeder would be like right there, which is probably an easier location for me to show you guys so we could check in on it. I just need to like, I guess like make new. Before it had a hook that allowed it to be hung from the second story, but now I'm gonna have to find. I'm thinking maybe I can glue like bands behind it so that they go around and like attach to the fence. Now I have to settle how to hang it basically, and then figure out how to toast the seeds and then try it. Yes, I have. Actually, the area is not that far from where we used to live when we lived in Texas. In Texas, we lived about an hour to an hour and 30 minutes away from it. So definitely very, very upsetting. Yeah. Keep in mind that even though I don't really talk a lot about current events and all of that on this channel or like on social media, I keep track of them for the most part. Because I still have like family in the States. I still have family in the States. Um, Outside of Japan, Texas is home. So yeah, the area that like is being affected, it seems like it's outside of San Antonio. Um, so like New Braunfels and Seguin. I don't remember the city name. So yeah. Today is plastic day. So I gotta take I keep sneezing. I gotta take the plastic off of the bottles and put them all out. Me too, Sophie. Me too. I'll just make a little more tea this way. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure if Jimmy comes back and watches this live stream later, he'll disapprove. But that's the fastest way to make the tea. Thank you. I don't think people say bless you when you sneeze in Japan at all. Like, it's not really a thing. So I think it would be weird to say it because, like, so okay, let me backtrack. So the other day, we were gonna do like a barbecue at the beach, but it had been kind of rainy. The weather had been kind of rainy, so I was like, knock on wood, it doesn't rain. And then our Japanese friend that we were talking to was like, what do you mean knock on wood? And then I was like, well, it's basically like an expression for like good luck, like so that it doesn't something you don't want to happen, it doesn't happen or whatever. And so then he was like, oh, in Japan we don't do that. When it comes for like rain and stuff like that, we make teru teru bowls. And it's like these like little good luck charms that you hang out when you want sunshine, if you don't want it to rain, and you hang them up in your house. It kind of reminds me of the song, like Rain, Rain, Go Away. It's like a good luck charm based on that song, almost. I mean, it's not based on the song, but like that's the concept, you know? So I didn't realize that that was a thing until I talked to my friend, and my friend explained that there's like a different concept for that. I don't know if there's a concept or like an tradition for sneezing in Japan. I'll have to ask a friend. So if I can remember, maybe I'll ask. Oh, okay, so most of the stuff on the counter is cleaned off. And I think it is a good time to sign off. Rain, rain, go away, come back another day. When I would spend the night with my grandma, we would sing it when thunderstorm outside. And she would make me her hot chocolate. Aww. That sounds like a really sweet memory. GZDR Brad. Good morning. Good to see you again. Have I had any problems in Japan due to tattoos? Because you've heard some businesses don't like that. Yes, I have. I'm about to sign off actually, but real quick, I will answer this question in as much detail as I can give. So, my tattoos are like on my arm, like spread out across my arm. So if I wear a long sleeve shirt, like here and here, and long pants. So if I wear like a dress attire, like a business, like a pantsuit or something like that, and I want to look professional, you can't tell I have tattoos for the most part. Only a very observant person might catch this tattoo just because it's a little bit lower. But if I wear like a bracelet or something as well, like if I'm careful, and I'm dressed like professionally, you would never see it. Um, if I am wearing something like this, typically speaking, most businesses don't have an issue with it. Like if I went to go get something to eat in Japan, or I don't know, I'm just doing daily life in Japan. Some places specifically have signs that say that they don't accept patrons with tattoos. Probably the main type of business that doesn't like to accept people with tattoos is onsen. Um, and that's for onsen especially. I think it's a good idea to ask if tattoos are okay, and or use the private onsen, because like if they don't accept tattoos typically, the private onsen might be another option you guys could agree to, because in the private onsen everybody is not going to see your tattoo. So sometimes I've seen some places that will accept tattooed people even though they don't usually accept tattooed people, so long as you stay away from everybody else. And as far as people accepting them or not, I've had a couple people seem like they were a little bit scared based on the fact that I had tattoos. I've had a couple people ask me why do I have tattoos in the first place. But in general, tattoos have an association with organized crime. And so the rules against tattoos are not specifically for me. I mean, they apply to me, but they're not specifically for me. Typically speaking, they're associated with or meant to be applied to people who are part of organized crime, because tattoo culture is very interwoven with organized crime. So if a business has a blanket rule that says, hey, nobody with tattoos is allowed, and you happen to be part of an organized crime community that values tattoos, now they can safely ban you from the business without specifically saying, we don't want you here because you're a criminal, and kind of going back and forth with that. So kind of avoiding conflict by making a big blanket rule is my understanding of it. I hope that helps. Anyways, I am going to sign off, take the trash out, and get some other work done. If I have time, I will come back later. If not, I will see everybody maybe tomorrow, or hopefully tomorrow. In the meantime, everybody have a good morning, a good day, a good night, good evening. Please take care of yourselves and stay safe, okay? Bye.